those moves.
I think they're also operating with very crude tools currently that will soon change with AI.
Right.
I think AI is going to completely shift the narrative, and then from then on, you're going to be dealing with disinformation on just a vast scale of impossible to decipher. You're not going to, I watched a video today of Joe Biden talking about some girl's ass. It wasn't real.
Yeah.
But it's like, here, I'll send it to Jamie so we can play it, because it's so crazy, like what they can do now. It's just, how long before it's absolutely impossible to detect? How long before you have no idea what's real and what's not real? It's not that long from now. And they'll be able to, the people that own these enormous tech companies will be in cahoots with government like they are now, that, they censor narratives, they demonetize people that talk about COVID in the wrong way or even at all. They're going to do that same kind of thing. And they're going to do that same kind of thing with whatever they want to highlight. Like any narrative they want to highlight. And you like, as a consumer, as a person on the outside that's just watching things, it's going to be so confusing. And there's going to be narratives that, like, if you're an inclusive person that believes in equity and fairness for all, you'll believe this narrative. Yeah. And then if you're a person who believes in liberty and the First Amendment and the Second Amendment and to protect our borders, you're going to believe that narrative. And then they're going to feed it with fake news and fake video and fake voices. Here, I'll play this, Jamie. Here you go. When you see these things, and they're crude now, like, you know it's fake because you know the actual recordings of Joe Biden talking, but how long before it's a video that's completely indiscernible? You're not going to be able to know if it's fake or real. You can have him doing things that he's never done before.
Fucking booty I've ever seen. God damn, that shit was huge. I could barely believe my eyes, man. I had to cool myself off with a chocolate chip ice cream cone from Ben & Jerry's. Shit was actually fire. No pun intended. My buddy Kevin from the Secret Service then brought me to the White House to sign some more shit. It was probably more money for Zelensky in Ukraine, but I didn't really give a fuck. Remember to keep it real and vote for me in 2024. Swipe it.
Yeah.
How wild is that?
Yeah, as has been commented, I wish he was this competent. The most alarming thing is that that's a really cohesive sentence from Joe Biden. He's got a bit sexist, but his faculties are in order.
It's bizarre how far he's deteriorated. And when I was talking about it during the election, and people were like, I was actually talking about it with Eric Weinstein, and he was like, I can't vote for Biden. And he goes, I can't vote for Trump. And I go, I would vote for Trump before I'd vote for Biden. Just because I think with Biden, like, he's gone. Like, he's gone. You're going to be relying on his cabinet. And I knew his cabinet would be this fucking sideshow of diversity, and which is exactly what it is. I mean, that one person who stole all the women's clothes, that Sam Brinton, we highlighted on the podcast yesterday, like, that's a diversity hire. You just said, oh, look at this. A man who dresses like a woman and has a beard and a mustache but also wears lipstick. This is perfect for us. I don't give a fuck what this guy's good at or bad at. I don't give a fuck what their credentials are. This makes us look like we're inclusive. This makes us look like we're on the right side. So let's hire this person. And you can't have those kind of people running a Ben & Jerry's. You certainly can't have those kind of people running the fucking most powerful government the world's ever known. It's nuts. It's nonsense.
What they've been able to do is introduce contentious issues to the forefront of the culture that prevent the kind of alliances that are necessary taking place. The reason that when I'm over here, I'm having conversations, in addition to the great privilege of coming on your show with, like, going on Bill Maher or going on to Tucker or Ben Shapiro, is because I feel like there's got to be a new conversation around politics. We can't just stay in these little camps. Now, like, I feel sometimes that Joe Biden is the perfect president for the time because he's like the perfect metaphor of what it is. This system is over. And for all of the talk of diversity, what have you got? You've got a career politician, white male, that's falling apart before your very eyes. It's telling you that it's bullshit. Yes. And that they'll put people in positions in order to carry that narrative, but for no other reason, because I don't truly believe that they deeply care about those ideas. And even if they do deeply care, the decisions they're making are decisions that are in alignment with the agenda of Raytheon, Lockheed Martin, with centralized banking authority. It's not going to change the world for any of them. They've managed to make ordinary American people hate one another, like on the basis of a 50-50 split. You can't criminalize half of a country and say that they're far-right fascists any more than you can say that, in my view, extreme leftists. These kind of issues oughtn't be what's determining how a country is run. And when they are the issues that determine how a country is run, the powerful run amok. The elites are able to pursue their agenda just fine.